Bore da, croeso I gwasanaeth yr wythnos. Good morning and welcome to this week's assembly. This is our last assembly about our value of inspiration, and over the last few weeks we've learned about how we can aim for excellence and be the best that we can be in all that we do. Hello everybody, I hope you had a great weekend. It is the last week of the school term and we finish this Thursday for the Easter holidays. And we have a 2-week holiday. But why do we have a 2-week holiday? Why do we have Easter? Today's assembly is all about why Christians have been inspired by Jesus and why we have Easter and an Easter holiday. So let's find out a little bit more. Now, when you hear the word Easter, I'm sure lots of you are thinking about Easter eggs and hot cross buns. But why do you think we have Easter? Have a little think about this in your classes now. Please pause the assembly now. I'm sure lots of these pictures and images are some of the things that you've just talked about, especially Easter eggs. But let's find out a little bit more about why we have Easter and why we celebrate it. We have Easter because of Christians. Christians believe that Easter is the most important Christian festival and time of the year, even more important than Christmas itself. Christians believe it is the most important time of the year because of an amazing miracle that happened. The story all started a long time ago when Jesus was very famous and many people wanted to hear his stories. So Jesus rode into Jerusalem on a donkey to meet thousands of people. As Jesus rode through the crowd, many people were there to see him. They had branches from palm trees and they waved these in the air as a sign of victory because they were so pleased to see Jesus. But not everybody wanted to see Jesus, and some people did not like him. They wanted to kill Jesus because they hated how popular he was with the people and thought he might take some power away. And also, more importantly, they did not believe that Jesus was the Son of God. Jesus knew that there were some people who did not like him, so he called a special meal called the Passover with his best friends, the disciples. During the meal, he broke the bread, blessed it, and said, "Take this and eat it, for this is my body which I am giving for you." He then took the cup of wine and gave thanks and said, "Drink this, all of you. This is my blood which is poured out for you." Jesus was worried that one of his friends, the disciples, was going to betray him and tell the bad people where he was. So he took his friends to pray in the garden for strength against any bad problems. Unfortunately, Jesus was right. One of his friends did tell the bad people where he was, and Jesus was arrested and taken to court. They punished Jesus by putting him on the cross where he died. Near the place where Jesus died, there was a garden, and in the garden was a large tomb that no one else had ever used. This is where Jesus was buried. A huge stone was put across the front of the tomb to block the entrance. The next day was Sunday, and some of Jesus' followers went to visit the tomb to show their respect. When they got to the tomb, they discovered that the huge stone had been rolled away and the entrance to the tomb was now open again. They wondered what had happened. They couldn't believe their eyes. Jesus was not in the tomb anymore. Later that day, Jesus reappeared again, and Christians believe that Jesus had risen from the dead. Jesus prayed of his friends, the disciples, again for a while before he was carried back up into heaven. So this is why Christians celebrate Easter every year. Here are some of the main images and pictures that you will see at Easter time. We eat hot cross buns. These have the symbol of the cross on them. The cross is where Jesus died. We often see pictures of eggs hatching and the Easter bunny to show new life and new things being born. And we eat Easter eggs to remember that Jesus came back to life. So hopefully now you know a little bit more about why we have an Easter holiday and why we celebrate Easter. I hope you have an amazing last week. We're nearly there. It's been a very busy and hard term, but keep going, keep following the Windsor Clive way this week, and we'll have a brilliant last week before a really lovely holiday. See you all during the day.